What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room. And this is where we at. So you clearly see the title of the broadcast. So we have a young man here off of the Ticks of Talks. And yes, he's going to explain the reason why he actually liked what Trump did in cutting off the government benefits. Listen, look, man. So we're going to hear what this young man has to say, and we're going to put quarters, nickels, and dimes in on the times.
So as somebody that grew up on government assistance and food stamps, I'm not mad at Trump at all for cutting some of the government benefits that they're giving out, because y'all, let's not act as if people aren't abusing this. Let's not act as if we ain't got an epidemic of people who just don't want to go to work because they expect the government to take care of them. I saw two people on TikTok the other day arguing, and it was a man and a woman, and the man wanted to go to work. The woman was mad at him, yelling at him, would not let him go to work because of the fact if they found out about his income, she would lose her government-funded housing and she would lose her benefits. And she would not let the man go to work because she didn't want to lose that. And I think that's an issue in America, bro. Like, there's a lot of people that do that. Y'all, if Trump is opening up more jobs, then you should want to get up and go work and not have to depend on the government. The government assistance is a stepping stone to help you get to a point where you can get back on your feet and do for yourself and take care of yourself. That's what it's about.
And that's just the point. That's always been the point, but throughout the decades, that point has been lost. And we know these are facts. And from what this young man is saying about the couple that he saw, that's crazy. You're going to get mad at your man for actually trying to go to work? That makes no sense. And at the same time, though, too, but in her mind, it makes sense because she getting, I guess, most people like that, they look at it as free money. But it's not free money. It's taxpayers' money. Actually, your husband going to work is actually paying the taxes that's going to help you get the benefits.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
I mean, it's not that hard to understand. But see, though, when you have people like this, and these lazy people nowadays, because at the end of the day, though, she's not stupid either. She knows if he goes to work, they cut the benefits and things like that, then she's going to have to get up and go to work as well. And she don't want to go to work. In today's society, you know what I'm saying, we're dealing with a lot of lazy people, on both sides, both men and women, you know what I'm saying, are a tad bit lazy in today's society. Not all, but it's enough of them. Seriously.
It's not about, well, just sit back and let people who go out and work take care of me so I can live an easy life because I need to live an easy life for whatever reason, bro. All of us have to get up and work. White people, black people, Mexicans, everybody got to get up and work. Nobody is owed anything by the government. Nobody is owed anything by America. Nobody deserves no handouts, bro. I don't want no handouts. So, and Trump didn't cut the government benefits out. Like, y'all are making it seem like he just got rid of it. He just made stricter eligibility requirements. So one of them is you got to work at least 80 hours a month, not a week, a month. That is 20 hours a week, 4 hours a day, Monday through Friday. Bro, if you can't do that, and you expect people who go out and work 50, 60, 80 hours a week to use their tax dollars to take care of you, then you're the issue, bro. And you are the main ones that Trump is targeting to get off of this and get up off of your ass and go do something for yourself. So I'm not mad at it at all, bro. He opening up more jobs, so y'all not have no issue, and y'all can get up and go get off y'all behind and do something. So it's
and do something. I definitely agree with what that man just said. Listen, look.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
And that's part of the issue right there. Like, 80 hours a month, come on now. Who can't work that? 80 hours a month. Come on, people. Jesus Christ, man. And see, at the same time, though, too, by Trump making it that way, he's also allowing these people that actually still may need or want this assistance to actually, pay into the tax system as well. Work the 80 hours a month, things like that. You're still getting taxes taken out your check, which is going towards the situation at hand as far as you being able to get government assistance. And I don't see anything wrong with that. Yeah, pay into it. He really giving a scapegoat on the situation in my eyes. If you just want to be honest with you, working 80 hours a month, 20 hours a week, something like that. That's petty. That's petty hours. Like, I can't even see anybody that would willing to turn that down if they are actually on government assistance and stuff like that. That's a foolish turn down, if you ask me. Because yeah, and then you get the chance to, contribute to the taxes that you are ciphering off of. Let's just keep that honest. But in most of these cases, that's the whole issue. A lot of people don't want to even do that. Not even that little bit. They want it the way it's been going for decades now, and that's part of the problem. And it's just a whole demographic of people that's been, just on government assistance decade after decade, year after year. And it's just so sad that these people have just been, overusing the taxpayers' dollars. Everybody else have to go out here and work themselves to the bone or become these elite people and things like that to actually provide for themselves, because they don't want to be on government assistance. They don't want to have to be told what to do, when to do it, how to do it, things like that. And from also too, I think that the government assistance situation has gotten a lot less stricter than they used to be. Definitely in the like 90s and stuff like that, late 80s, early 90s. They used to actually come do like real serious checks and stuff like that. See who was in the household, made sure whatever was going on in the house, that they still was needing the assistance and things like that. So, I think they kind of cut that short a little bit throughout the definitely going into the 21st century here. So, it just is what it is, man. It's time out for this situation here. Thank God that Trump has changed this and we can move forward now. And hopefully these people decide to actually put in some work, get up off their ass, and make sure that they feed their families properly and put in a good hard day's work out here.
And what the French toast is going to think about?
Yeah. Put in a good hard day's work out here, man. Seriously. But I know half these idiots are not going to want to do that, but it's not up to you anymore. If you want to qualify for the program, you're going to have to give us 80 hours a month. That's just period. It is what it is. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.